Hello, and welcome back yet again to the Eyes of Ara. We're at the very last bits of the game, little bit of cleanup, few things I missed, few things I skipped. We're gonna try to go through them today, but I also do want to go through those puzzles from last time. I could not be bothered with them on the spot, in the moment, but after just looking at it a bit more, like on my own time, honestly, I feel like that's kind of a general theme in this game. If I just take the time to really look at a thing, it's kind of much easier to grasp and think about stuff than it is in the moment. I kind of think this is a bad LP game, and that's a lot of the problems that I have with this game, is just because I'm Let's Playing it, and I have to like keep progressing, and I have to figure stuff out right away, or I'm just wasting time, and I don't know, some puzzle games you do need to think a lot about, but that doesn't mean that I think some of these puzzles are fair in that sense. I still have my issues with this base 4 thing, but at least it's like logical and I can explain the base 4 thing, just so we're all on the same page, and I feel bad for just skipping a puzzle by looking at the solution and not understanding it. So now I do understand it, and I'll explain it, and I didn't figure it out, and I don't think I could, because again, who would just look at a bunch of numbers that are, like, cryptic and symbolic, not actually normal numbers, and then just go, this is base 4, let's think outside of our normal numerical system. I don't know, it's very far-fetched to me, but I have an idea for how I would do a puzzle like this, to make it a bit gentler, and still, I don't know, maybe I'm just crying too much, but you'll be the judge of that, I suppose. But for now, I can't click here because we've already solved the puzzle, so I prepared a backup copy, where I just... Why do I always do that? What is up with the menu? I always click and then nothing happens, and I'm really confused because I swear I click every time. I don't know. But yeah, we're just back here in the last chapter, right before I did anything, so let's just go in here, and we'll just have another look at the base 4 puzzle, and I'll explain it, and stuff. And then we can check out the backer room, but I think I'll check the backer room after I do the telescope thing, because the telescope thing is also the whole base 4 thing, so we'll do that, like, at the same time, I figure. So, of course, we have this note to begin with to show you the numbers 1, 2, and 3. And I'll get back to that. I want to start saying something, but I'll talk about that once we actually get into the whole thing. And I'll ignore all the coins and whatnots. Don't need them. And then we have this one. Now here is... Hold on. Before we look at this clue, let's look at the actual puzzle. Also, I read in the walkthrough, it seems like on this puzzle, you're actually supposed to see a note that's supposed to lie like this one. Wait, what? What? I clicked here many, many times. What are you talking about? You saw that in the video. I clicked here, I saw this note, I was like, oh, that's a note. Click, 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 nothing. There was nothing. What in the world? Because yeah, this note is apparently supposed to help you. I didn't even know it looked like this. This was supposed to help you with the right side. Not sure how the fuck that's supposed to be helpful. I guess we should look at the walkthrough a bit as well. Oh, I didn't grab the things. God damn it. Just give me a second. Alright. There we go. Open. And open. So yeah, apparently you're supposed to use that somehow here. But how does that make any sense? It's just to show that, like, we have to start out with this one, I guess? 3, and then going into 1 at the end. So like that. But then you have to rotate them anyway afterwards. I feel like my way of solving this is way easier. Do you even have 3 and then 1? Let's just solve it quick. So it was this one and that one. And then like that, I suppose? Oh, right. That's not gonna work. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I guess it does end up being 3 into 1. But that's not useful. That's not helpful at all. Just doing it the way I did is, like, way more logical. Just thinking, like, okay, this wheel is the only one that moves the 4th one. This wheel is the only one that moves the 3rd one. You align those in the only possible configuration, and then you work out the rest. It wasn't that hard. So, like, this is way more weird, because if you start out with 3 and then 1, then you have like multiple wheels controlling both of the things that you want to change. So that just doesn't make any sense. I feel like just solving it the way I did is much easier, but I guess that might just be my opinion. I don't know. But this puzzle now, here, what we have here is a 4-digit number in base 4. And honestly, I think this entire puzzle could be boiled down to, like, just leave out the symbols. Not here, but on the chart. So that was Aries dash Aquarius Aries, which we know the numbers. We know it was 2, something we don't know, 1, 2. But then, like, if you know that it's base 4, you can figure out that, oh, the dash is 0, because that's the only other digit in base 4 that we don't have a, like, notation for yet. But I think this entire puzzle could be very good and logical if you didn't have the symbols here. Because if you have the symbols here, it's just too hard to figure out that it's base 4. Like, I was going on about multiplication and, like, having this as an equation somehow equaling this, which isn't really helpful, like an equation in base 10. If this just said 1, 0 equals 4, and then 3, 0 equals 12, and so on, just listing those, and then you took the numbers downstairs and you looked at, oh, okay, Taurus means 3, Aries means 2, and so on, and you went up. Because then you would actually have a reason to think that this is base 4 if you see a chart in base 4. Like, you would think, oh, is it binary? No, it's not, because you can see all these numbers. This would be like 211, this is 103 equals 19, and then 1000 equals 64. I think if you had that chart with just the numbers, it could actually be logical to conclude that it was base 4, even though that would still be quite out of reach from most people's mindsets, I would say. I don't know if I'm alone in this. I think this is kind of ridiculous to expect people to just do that without any hints or like anything indicating that it is base 4, or that you have to think in that. But anyway, if you want to understand this, it is basically like binary, except, so binary just works with 1s and 0s, you know, and say if you have 1 and 0, that means this is 2. So 1 0 equals 2 in binary, and then like 1 0 0 is 4, because that's as high as you can count on 2 digits, is 3, so you need a 3rd digit to count to 4 in binary. And in normal base 10, we count up to 9, and then we need another digit, and then we count up to 100, and then we need, well, 99, and then we need another digit. So in base 4, 1 0 is 4, because on one digit you can only count up 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this is 0, and then when you have a 1, that's just 1, then you have 2, that's 2, then you have 3, that's 3, but then you move over to what's basically 10, and that's 4. And now this one, 3, 0. So nothing on the first digit, but 3 of the second digit. And if you think in just base 10 again, if we have 30, that's 30. That's 3 times 10. 3 times the second digit. And here's, it's the same thing. The second digit is 4. Having 1 here, Aquarius, is 4. So when it's 3, that means just 3 of that 4. And so on. So like over here, it's 0 of 0, 0 of 4, 0 of 16, but 1 of 64. So then when you have like 3 here, if we now go up to the puzzle again, I hope that that explains it. I hope that's like simple enough to follow along. I mean, I'm sure everyone is like face-palming over how I'm trying to overcomplicate this and make it seem like it's harder than it is. It's not, but it's just like, I don't know, I don't like this too much. So here we have a 4-digit number. So we have 2, 0, 1, 2. So if we just count from this side, 2 plus 1 of the second digit, which is 4, plus 0 of the third digit, which is 16, plus 2 of the fourth digit, which is 64. So 2 times 64, 128, plus 4, 1, 4, 132, plus 2, 134. And then you get the number, and you input it, and everything is hunky-dory. So, like, that's really all I can say. If you just had the chart showing base 4 with no symbols, just numbers, so that you could work out that, it's in base 4, show some equations, some examples to guide the player into thinking in base 4, and then you show this number and with the symbols that you saw on the paper. I think that would have been much better, but that's just my opinion, I suppose. But with that, we'll get back into where we left off. So yeah, sorry for that massive tangent. I just felt kind of bad for skipping the puzzle last time, but I hope I've explained enough, as I tend to do, why I dislike it or what my problems are with it and all of that stuff. So now we can move on. Hooray. So, I missed one thing that I saw just in editing. I think it's the last poster. There's probably like an achievement right here. Here's a poster. I didn't notice it. Yep, there we go. And achievement. Well-read amateur astronomer. Yep, all of the posters for star charts and stuff. Aura, the altar. I see. But yeah, it's not useful or anything like that. It's just a thing. So, now, with the whole base 4 thing, we can now apply that to the symbols in the credits. And I've taken the liberties of making a crude Photoshop right here, just to show all of the 3 symbols, and we can have them as reference. So, let's do some math, shall we? Base 4 time. 1, 0, 3. So, 3 times 16 is 48, plus 1, 49. So 49 is our first digit. And then we have the second one, 0, 1, 1. So that's 1, 4, 1, 16. So 20. Second digit is 20. And then the third one is 0, 3, which is just 3 times 4, meaning 12. So we have 49, 20, and 12. Honestly, pretty simple. Not really hard at all to figure out once you have the methodology, once you know what to do. So, let's go and input that. But I am kind of curious, could you input something that isn't, like, the actual thing? I wonder. I was wondering that about... I kind of wish I had tried that. Like, if you get one of the, like, Aquarius or something, and you see the numbers, could you just, like, take -5 on all accounts? And then still input it here, and it would still show you, because I mean, it would show you just slightly tilted to the side. It shouldn't be completely invisible, so you don't have to use the numbers specifically. So I'm gonna try doing like, let's do like 50, 20, 10. Just to try it out, see how punishing it is, because like, that's close enough for a telescope, I would imagine. Maybe it's not. Maybe like one single degree of this would be enough to just completely change the image. But surely you have to have a system so that you can, in whole integers, look upon the whole night sky, correct? Because otherwise, if you just change 1 degree and it's a completely different image, then you're missing out on stuff. Like, inevitably, you're gonna miss out. So we'll do 20, and then just 10. Because this is wrong, it's supposed to be 49 and 12, but we'll just try it. I'll do even more, like 8. Just to see what happens. Oh. Oh, there we go. Written in the stars. 100 stones. Yeah, it's the dev. And it did work. Hold on. So, okay, I guess in the case of all of those numbers, you could have fudged the numbers a little bit. You could round them up and down, because, like, it does show you the same things, just slanted a bit, or shifted. So we'll just see the actual number. Or actual image, rather. There we go, 100 stones, and we got the achievement. Fantastic. So, now, we only have... Let me check also, I have this achievement tab here. Just gonna check. Was there anything else I had to do? Yeah, Backers Gallery, I'm pretty sure that's the thing on the left. Read each backer book, we'll do that. This one, I might have to look up. I'll try to do that. I'm gonna try to do everything this episode. This took way longer with the whole explanation and all the redundancy, but we'll probably get into the Halloween stuff next time, so I'll like end it off before then, but I'm gonna try to at least fit in all of the backer stuff and that last achievement in the main game. I assume it's in the main game, at least. So, all coins neatly lined up, and we will activate the button. And all figurines, they're yellow, apparently. And this one is gonna be blue. It's blue. Whoops. Oh, you can even, like, look at them. Cool. Can you look at the coins and stuff? No. Just the images or photos. And then paintings is red. Yeah. And this rises up. Aha. So now there's another puzzle. Okay. Oh boy. What now? Oh god. Are we gonna need help right away again? Oh god. I'm probably just gonna take a gentle hint, if there is one in this walkthrough right away, just so we know what we're even dealing with here. Gentle hint, after examining the puzzle carefully, return to the room above the generator and look around. What do you mean? Above the generator? Like the Draco room? I'm just gonna see... I want to see if there were, like... if we have every single one on every single dial, or rotational thing, but we don't. So I guess we just have to find, like, the ones that make sense? Like, from the Draco room. I'm not trying to solve it now, I'm just scanning. Like, this one might make sense. Like that, or something. Or this one. Yeah, it's like all of the possible ones. Ah, we can't even move it now. I see. Yeah, this one doesn't help. There's nothing on the wall. Look around, he says. Did we have one of these? Not really. Like, this one isn't really that, and this one isn't really that. I think I need another hint. Major hint. Examine pedestal basis. Wait. In the generator room? Oh! Oh! These ones, you mean? Wait, then how the fuck... What was even in here? I can't remember. This was like the stone plate for the basement. So you have to just go around and find all of these? I don't know where the fuck they are. And you just have to notice... Wait, no, that's not it. Why does everything have to be so goddamn fucking complicated? Like, it can't just have 1 degree of complexity, or 2 degrees of complexity. It has to have, like, 16 fucking levels of complexity. Like, who would care enough to look at a fucking crack in a thing? That just... It doesn't make any sense to do that. I just don't feel like you can ask that of a player and feel that it's fair. If this is even the thing you're supposed to do, I'm not sure. I can't see anything else here. Oh boy. I think we're just gonna have to, like, work out the, how it's solved after knowing how it's solved once again. What? Oh my god, you can't be fucking serious. Like, all the way out there? And then you have to look in every single chapter? There's one? Holy crap. Okay, I can't be asked looking around, so I'm just gonna look at these. So, okay, there's one. Yeah, first chapter has... Oh my god, you can't be serious! Come on! I just can't agree with this stuff. There's no way you can think this is a good puzzle idea. I'm sorry, this is just not okay. Oh my god. I can't even really see what the hell that is. I think it's... Oh. Is it like this one? Nope, sorry. It doesn't exist. Okay. This one I did see was that one at least. Ah, there we go. I had to... Oh, no. I had to really lean forward. I can't really see very well. There we go. Oh, man. Seriously, fuck this game sometimes. There, I fucking said it. This game really fucking drives me insane sometimes. I keep trying to, like, sugarcoat it. I keep trying to think, to all who made this possible. Oh boy, I keep trying to think, like... I want to justify things, but some things here I just don't feel have any justification. It's just too fucking insane. Can I break this? Oh! I actually kinda could. Great! A vote of confidence. Oh! Wait, so that was the coin collection. Yeah, find Mike's lost coin collection. That was not much of a collection, seeing as it was one single coin. But hey, I got it without having to look it up. Cool. And then we'll just look at the, I guess these are just backers? Or are these, like, members of backer book? Oh god. That looks like a head on a fucking table or something. It looks like he's decapitated. Do I want to read this right now? I don't really want to read this right now. Wait, what now? Are there actually more puzzles here? Because if there are more puzzles here, I think I might have to leave it off. This is taking, like, far longer than I would have expected. Yeah, thanks. Great. Hello, guy. I don't know who you are. And yep, that's the castle. Alright. Huh? What? Come again? What am I doing? What? Huh? I've gotten 2 of them. So 1 for pushing that, 1 for pulling that. Okay. So, yeah. We're gonna leave this for next time. I need to find 4 more in this room, I suppose. And we'll actually read that book. Jesus Christ! I thought this wouldn't take long. I thought, like, oh, I'm gonna have to start the Halloween thing today. But nope. This game just keeps dragging on, I suppose. I mean, it's not a bad thing. That I can get behind. It's just some of these things are, like, I don't know. I'm just getting, like, beaten down by this game. And honestly, if I can be honest for a second, I kind of want it to be over. I kind of am very tired of this game at this point. I really do enjoy it, but I feel like I've had too much of it. And it's just gotten to the point where I'm just so impatient with everything, and I don't want to think in the way that the game wants me to think because I feel like it's unreasonable. But I don't know. Blame me if you will. Hope you enjoyed anyway, though. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!